Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm in a different setting. I'm in my living room. So I decided to film in my living room because I haven't filmed in the daylight. Usually I have like my ring light. It's just natural lighting and my hair looks a mess, but it's whatever. But welcome. And I have my nails done. Aren't they cute? Today's video is going to be about my movie collection. I kind of broke it down into, I have it right here on my couch. I kind of broke it down into horror movies, animation, and then like action, kind of action, some like dramatic or drama stuff. I'm gonna start off with my horror. So as you can see, obviously I'm a very big horror fan. I've talked about it before, but I've never actually talked about the collections that I have. Let's get into the first one. It is very explanatory. Saw is one of the collections that I needed to have in my collection. It is obviously all 8 films, not the ninth one that came out this year. Believe no, last year. Supposedly it wasn't that good. That it was like people were just talking mad shit about it, but it's like I didn't see it. I wish I would have gone to go see it in theaters, but I guess I'll just wait till it comes out. If you're a big horror fan like I am, and if you're watching my videos, you are also a horror fan, so I wouldn't have to explain what these are about. If you want to look more into it, go look up the information of the movies if you like. The second one is Nightmare on Elm Street. I always say a Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know why. All eight CDs. Not the Robert Englund is like he is the actual like Freddy Krueger in my heart. So yeah. To the third one. I'm gonna go with Halloween. I have like so this is the older versions of them. Believe this is like from the one in the 80s through the early 2000s. It's 10 CDs, and then now this one's like I believe this is the newest one that came out, which was I believe 20 last one. Basically the end of Halloween series was terrible and was just not good. I guess because Michael Myers wasn't really in the movies. He was just more like in hiding. Fourth one, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is it pretty explanatory? I have them in different collection. Well, not different collections. Some of them didn't really come in like collections, so I have them in like individual DVDs. As you can see, I've had this one forever. It's broken. Collection is the 8th movies collection. But obviously, there's more than just 8. There's multiple ones. Moving on to the 5th one. This bad boy is holographic, as you can see. But Chucky is my favorite, like, doll killer. On to the 6th one. The Conjuring. The Conjuring movies has always been my favorite. And Vera and Patrick are like movie couple that you sort of just want to see constantly together. Their chemistry and stuff, the way they are together in these movies are amazing. This isn't I wouldn't really consider Blade a horror movie, but there are gory scenes in these. And obviously I love vampires. Vampires are like you see now. You see why I be like, you'll see now. Queen of the Dam is not a horror movie, but it is vampires, and there's a scene where she rips out a guy's heart and eats it in front of him. So I would think this is in the more of the horror section. Aaliyah did an amazing rest in peace. Aaliyah did an amazing job in this movie. Just the way she played Akasha was mind blowing. Out of all the vampire movies that I've ever seen in my life, this is like my top 2 favorite because that movie just has a special place in my heart. I don't consider Beetlejuice a horror movie, but there are certain like I guess you can say graphic parts that are like scary for kids, I guess. Yeah, it is a Tim Burton movie. I love Tim Burton. I love Frankenweenie. I love Jack Skellington. Obviously I keep talking about fucking A Nightmare Before Christmas, so that's basically explaining. Yeah, Beetlejuice is one of the coolest movies that I would recommend to watch if you haven't. So, yeah. Last but not least, Underworld. Honestly, I feel like their first four movies are really good, and after that, it's just I feel like they just forced it. They sort of just didn't know what else to fucking put out. They're just here. Look, here's this. I don't know. I don't know if it's good. I hope you like it, but yeah. First four movies are Chef Kiss. I wouldn't think this is a horror movie, but there are some scenes that are, I guess, for mature audiences. But Edward Scissorhands, I'm a really big Johnny Depp fan. Him playing him and like unlock. Oh my god, him in the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Him in like Alice in Wonderland and Pirates of the Caribbean, and these other like he's been in a lot of Tim Burton movies too. Because I believe this is another Tim Burton film. Because yeah, Johnny Depp plays in a lot of Tim Burton movies, and he's like the best in it. So I am a really big Spider-Man fan. Always have been, always will be. He just I don't know. Peter Parker just has. Hold on. These are all my Spider-Man movies. The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield will always be my ultimate. Like Andrew Garfield is my Spider-Man. I grew up with him instead of Tobey Maguire or Tom Holland. And then the second one, these are the Tobey Maguire, the first Spider-Mans that came out in the early 2000s. The Tom Holland ones, this is the No Way Home, and then this one is three different movies, but it has Venom in it. Venom is also one of my favorite villains. Obviously, if you like Spider-Man, why would you not like Venom? Even though like they're enemies and they're like against each other, but either way, they're like my favorite. Like I know Venom's supposed to be like the bad guy, but come on, he's pretty badass. You can't like not like it, you know? And as you can see, yeah, I'm a really big Spider-Man fan. I'll probably get a Spider-Man tattooed on me. Miles Morales is I think he's one of the coolest Spider-Mans ever created. Even though he isn't real, he's more of on like the animated side. But I have to get those also. But yeah, this is my Spider-Man collection. I love them so much. They are my favorite. These are more, like I said, I'm in the action side. John Wick. Yeah, I don't have the fourth John Wick. I just have the collection of the 1 through 3. Keanu Reeves is ultimately, I don't know, I just fell in love with the way he plays John Wick, and I think he's one of the badass. John Wick has become bigger than James Bond. Like it's not like saying like, oh, John Wick is like James Bond. It's more like, oh, John Wick is John Wick. Like he has his own name, for like the action and all the crazy gunfights and all that shit. I had to sneeze. Yeah, I'm a big Marvel fan. Spider-Man is from Marvel. I am also a DC fan, as you can see. The Joker. This is my ultimate favorite Joker of all time. Like, I feel like this movie is very empowering, and it actually talks more about the mental health and how fucked up it can get, and how like actually the bullshit you got to go through on a daily basis with mental illness. But show you guys my shirt. Hold on. It's Baby Yoda. Watermelon. These are other movies that are more action and like there are some horror movies, but not really. Deep Blue Sea, the first one. I think this is where my love for sharks came. Deep Blue Sea was like my ultimate favorite shark movie growing up, and I was like, I want a shark. I need sharks. This and that. I need to study sharks. I just saw like Turbo with my husband earlier today, and one of the snails was Samuel Jackson, and one of them was like Snoop Dogg or something like that. I think he was. Girl, y'all know I had to pull out the bad boy. I have all 5 films. Ain't no way you finna tell me that I'm not gonna have Twilight collection. No. Twilight is everything. I love Twilight. Oh my god. Twilight is literally like, what I be hating is that they don't be having stuff. Like my sister-in-law was a really big Harry Potter fan, and she can go out and buy stuff about Harry Potter, like socks and certain things. And I wish they did had stuff like that for Twilight. That you know how much like my room would be literally Twilight themed if they had shit like that. But sadly, they don't. I love vampires and werewolves. I'm gonna put y'all on Teen Wolf. I used to watch it a lot in high school. I lived and breathed it. Yeah. I have the full collection because I'm that much of a psycho bitch. So it's kind of falling apart because I've had it for like over 3 years. This is my Teen Wolf collection. It is, I think, a full collection. This shit cost me $200 on Amazon. And it has like this little cute thing in the back that I love. Isn't it so cute? If you're a big werewolf fan like I am, this is the place to go. I think this is more on the goofier side. It's basically it's like scary, obviously scary movies.
Cindy, the TV's leaking.
The parodies. These are more on. I think this is the last batch of my collection. They're more on the animated side. 4 of them from Ghibli films. But let me start off with Spirited Away. Oh, I love this movie so much. I just like I don't know. I love movies in such a deep level. So whenever I talk about movies that I love, I'm like when I say I love this movie or I love this movie or I hold this movie dearly to my heart, blah blah blah, I actually mean it. God, it's like you just need to watch it. It's such an amazing movie. Szxhyo and Shaku. Szxhyo and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Szxhyo and Haku. Yubaba's like the old bitch. She's like the old lady on there. She's pretty badass too. If you hear back noises, like I said earlier, I live in front of a school, so people are gonna be hollering. People here in Texas are fucking crazy drivers, and they will literally not give a fuck, and they'll drive psycho, even if it's a fucking neighborhood that you're supposed to be like driving slow on. But yeah, there's background noises. That's what that is. Just cars zooming past my fucking house. So sorry about that. But I wanted to film in a different area. I don't want to be filming in my room all the time because sometimes I don't even know what areas to film in my room because I'd be paranoid. But yeah. Moving on. Okay, moving on. Believe it or not, this thing is still in this packaging. Look. You can hear it. I haven't opened this shit. And I haven't seen it. I heard that this is a really good movie. Noah Cyrus, Miley Cyrus's little sister. She played Ponyo. Oh my god. Ponyo is such an amazing movie. It's like more on the kid side. But Ponyo, 10 out of 10. Definitely. Spirited Away, 10 out of 10. My Neighbor Totoro, 10 out of 10. These are so cute. I love these movies. This is still in the packaging too. I haven't even opened them, but I've seen this movie. I think out of all of them, my very, very first Ghibli movie was My Neighbor Totoro. I had cases, I've had lanyards, I've had so many things with him on it. And then I was like, who is this man who's creating these movies? I need to know. And then I became obsessed with Ponyo, Spirited Away, and obviously Howl's Moving Castle. This movie, oh my god! I don't have a physical copy or a DVD yet, but I will get one. If y'all not watching Ghibli movies, what are y'all doing? Last but not least of my collection, it's one of my ultimate favorite Christmas movies. Rise of the Guardians, Jack Frost. It's such an amazing Christmas movie to watch with your family, and I love this movie. My husband did not know about this movie until I fucking introduced it to him. Yeah, those are my movie collection, so I hope you guys enjoy today's video, and comment down below your favorite movie. Until then, I see you then.